Look who's here. Bruce Porter. Well, of course he's here. This is the Resource Center. Good to see you, Bruce.
Good to see you.
Okay, let's talk about how things are sitting. I mean, people are worried about finances. People are worried about the future. People are worried about health. Let's talk a little bit about the economy, because I know you're on top of things.
Well, we try to be, but good grief, it changes every day.
But no.
It's hard to stay on top of something that's constantly revolving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, President Trump's been butting heads with Powell, the Fed chairman,
Yes.
over the interest rates, right? Well, I mean, if, truth be known, Powell controls a lot of power when you control where you're going to set the rate
Sure it does.
for the feds. That affects mortgage rates. It affects everything. It affects market performance. Everything is all about that.
Yeah,
the markets.
That's a true kind of trickle-down example.
Absolutely, it is. The markets love it when the feds lower a rate.
Sure.
Now, there's been talk that, the Fed rate right now is between 4.25%, 4.5%, and they're talking about lowering that, just came out, 3 or 4 times before the end of the year.
Right.
Now, that may be a bunch of rhetoric, or it may actually happen. If that does happen, what you're going to see is market volatility is going to ease, because housing is going to take off.
Okay.
When you can get a 30-year mortgage rate below 5%, they're going to stimulate that sector of our economy, which is huge. People spend more money when they own a home
Yes, they do.
than they do when they rent.
I mean, it's almost a requirement, too.
Now, the detrimental effect is rents will come back into focus, because rents are extremely high right now,
Right.
because people can't buy homes. Stimulating that alone with a couple of Fed rate cuts will definitely boost economic growth. Inflation, the trades, the tariffs, all of that, everybody, it's an unknown, because it's something new. President Trump has decided to imply tariffs on other countries, which I think is great. He's leveling the playing field worldwide. We've been paying our share way too long to support the entire world.
Okay, but
now,
there's a thing about it, and that is short-term versus long-term.
right.
Because I think people see the short-term and they go, well, everything's costing me more.
And long term, the revenues that we're already seeing coming into our country are going to be enormous, which in the long range, it's what needs to be done to correct the ship, right? Small pain early, long-term gains down the road, as far as more favorable tax codes, higher revenue to the country, which is going to put less stress on the population to continue to pay high taxes in order to fund this machine that we got in Washington that is out of control.
It does seem to be a wait and see kind of moment, because it can't change like that.
No.
I mean, the wheels of government move very slowly.
They move slow, and we have to allow the current administration to work their magic.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to see some economic results out of this, or the full-blown election cycle coming up in 3 years will be more difficult for whichever party you want to support.
Yeah.
Now,
we've got about a minute. Can we talk about the, like technology, the innovations and how they're affecting the country right now?
right. So when it comes to investing, it's pretty simple right now. If you're young enough and you want to accept risk,
Right.
it's all about AI.
Yes, it is. That's scary.
There's 7 or 8 companies. There's supporting companies that will support all of this.
Sure.
But everything is about artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Banking, a huge sector. Banking is changing infrastructure. major corporations are going to infrastructure improvements that are adopting AI technology. The chips behind the AI, there's companies that produce those. The goods that they use to produce the chips, there's another sector of minerals. Energy is going to be affected. It's going to take more energy to run our data centers and that technology. So when you consider all of that, talk to somebody about an AI type platform for investing, and just sit back and watch. It's nothing that's going to be dramatic, but over the next 5, 10, 15 years, that's where a lot of wealth is going to be made.
Just a few seconds. Where does the Resource Center step in?
Hey, we're here to help. We're here to help you think through that whole process. Call us at 882-1800. Come by our office on Kingsley. We'll be glad to sit down and visit.
There you are. Give them a call at the Resource Center. Friendly Bruce right there.